Welcome back, friends. LostScarf here, and it's time for more Phoenix Wright 3, because this story's getting crazy. Here's what's happening here. The final testimony of Iris, maybe. Moving the body. Other than walking over the bridge, there's no way to move the body. So I must have just gotten confused, I guess. Was the snow still falling, or had it stopped? Does it really matter that much? Or are you saying that there is a way to cross a burning bridge?
So it was just a misunderstanding, I see.
Museum. So this is a photo of Dusky Bridge after it burned down from the lightning blast. It was taken on the morning after the incident.
It certainly was burnt to a crisp. And one of the suspension wires is gone. It's amazing the whole bridge didn't fall.
Could they have just swung across like Tarzan?
Clearly it would be impossible to carry a corpse across a bridge in this condition.
Dusky Bridge photo added to the courtroom record. Unless I do something to discredit this testimony, it's going to be deemed as truth. And Maya will be accused of murder. Wright, I'm only going to say that one more time. It is only human to err. And only humans can spot the errors of our ways. The more sense he makes, the less sense he makes.
All right, Mr. Wright, please begin your cross-examination. Final cross-examination.
Moving the body. Hey, here we go. Yes, but if the snow had already stopped when the incident took place, I couldn't have crossed the bridge, naturally. But I think it's just like Mr. Godot said. The body did make it across somehow. Alright, press. But you seemed to be quite sure of yourself when you gave your testimony. You said you were sure the snow had already stopped. I'm terribly sorry. I was wrong. Does she really think an apology is going to get her off the hook? Apparently it worked. Press. This is no joke. You're giving sworn testimony in a court of law. Well, Mr. Wright, let me ask you a question. Do you remember what the weather was like 1 week ago today? Huh? Well, naturally it was, You see, it's not that easy to remember, is it? But if it had been some kind of special day, I would have remembered. For example, it was pouring rain on the day of my elementary school graduation.
Objection!
It's reaching, though. No one wants to hear about your childhood traumas, Trite. What? By the time the murder took place, the snow had already stopped. If you insist on obsessing over that one statement, let's see the proof. Show some evidence that the body somehow crossed the bridge while it was on fire. Ah, crap. Press. Well, I don't see why there couldn't be a way across. Mr. Wright, don't you think that sounds a bit silly? A dead body crossing a burning bridge. Did anyone actually witness such a thing? Huh. If there was, I don't think you'd call someone like that a witness. After all, a dream isn't the same as actually seeing something. I've come all this way, so I owe it to everyone to figure this out. But how do you transport a body across a burning bridge? Even if I don't know the exact answer yet, it's okay. I'll start by examining all of my evidence and see where that takes me. I've got to be like a shark. I gotta be like a shark, and if I don't keep moving, I'm as good as dead. I know. Present this Larry sketch. A dead body flying over a burning bridge. I wouldn't exactly rule out the possibility.
What?
Huh. You're saying it's possible? Don't make me laugh. The only thing that's possible about your claim is that it's been pulled out of thin air. I don't know about that. In any case, we have a witness who did see it happen. Preposterous.
Who is it? Who is this witness?
I can't chicken out here. I've got to keep on the attack and go, go, go. Miss Elise Donham's brilliant and highly gifted apprentice. Elise Donham. Really?
Brilliant?
Highly gifted? Apprentice? Remember what he said in his testimony? That night he was at the Mountain Shack, Heavenly Hall. And that's when he witnessed the event. I think you've all seen his sketch before. It's an exact drawing of what he witnessed that night.
Are you serious? Today's not April Fool's Day, is it? Mr. Wright, are you seriously claiming that the victim flew through the air? And you're using this pathetic scribble to support your argument?
Uh-oh, the judge looks like he's about to blow a gasket. Ah. Well, Trite, there's nowhere for you to hide now. Other than looking like it was drawn by a 6-year-old, does this sketch prove anything? Yes, I'm pretty sure it does, and I'm going to prove it. Listen, I know your tricks. You're trying to turn this whole thing upside down. He always does. If you're so eager to turn this case upside down, why not start with the sketch? Oh, there's the clue! Upside down? Why did Godot say that?
Alright then, let's hear the defense's theory. What exactly is the sketch trying to show?
I don't think old Whisker Face is going to forgive any more mistakes. Alright, Phoenix, look carefully and think it over. The sketch drawn by Lourdes Donham is... Oh, I get it now. Those are the harnesses. This is upside down. The body got swung across through the bottom side. Okay. Got a complete contradiction or exactly what happened? What's the way to put this? Hold on. Yeah, I'm safe. Complete contradiction? Something is obviously funny about this sketch.
I'm no art critic, but even I can see that.
No, that's not what I mean, Your Honor. Lady Stoneham stated it over and over. That this sketch was exactly as he saw it. He saw it from that position, upside down. However, if we're to believe his testimony, then the sketch contradicts reality as we know it. It contradicts reality? Huh. This is getting interesting. Looks like you're about to finger... Looks like you're back to that finger-pointing thing again. Okay, Trite, so what exactly contradicts reality as we know it? You mean besides this part? Present. This flying figure, naturally. After all, people haven't learned to fly yet, or did I miss something? Mr. Wright, that answer just now, it was lethal. Ah, damn it. So it's the...
Mr. Wright, after tracking us all the way to this point, that answer was embarrassing. It was so embarrassing, I'm actually blushing.
Alright, so the strings then. Blushing only suits women, not the elderly. Anyway, what now? Point to something else. Fine, the strings. Your Honor, please give me one more chance. I'm in a tight spot now. What I really need to do is turn this case upside down. Son of a bitch! So it's time for me to flip things around and get them straight again in my head.
You know what you're saying this time.
At least understand. Okay, oh my god. It's the strings! Alright, fine. I figured that would lead to the strings, but no. Strings. These strings are on the bottom, not the top. It's not a freaking Golden Gate Bridge. It's this wire connected to the bridge.
The wire?
Huh. Is that the thing that contradicts reality? It is indeed. Then show us the reality it supposedly conflicts with. Show us something that will point out how the sketch contradicts reality. The picture you just showed me, bro! How convenient! Right there, those things. Because these are different. They go lengthwise, they don't go across like these do. This picture he just gave us.
That's a photo of Dusky Bridge, correct?
Yes, now compare the sketch and the photo for a minute. In the sketch, the wires appear to be above the guard wires. But on the actual Dusky Bridge...
Jumping Jehoshaphat!
That's how you spell it? The wires are below the guard wires.
Buh! Order, order, order. The sketch is somewhat different than what's depicted in the photo. However, isn't it likely that the artist just saw it wrong?
Or perhaps he just drew it wrong. Either way, it sounds like you're just wrong. With someone like Loris, I admit a mistake is a definite possibility. But then that begs the question. Why did he make a mistake? What was the reason? Are you saying... Museum, are you saying you knew the answer to that? Listen, think back, alright? Remember what Loris was doing when he witnessed this event? He was at the Heavenly Hall waiting for a lover that was never going to come. He waited, and finally he laid down. But then, lightning shoots from the sky and sets the bridge aflame. Now ponder what sort of position Larry must have been in at the time. He was lying on his back, which is why he remembered the scene the way he did.
He was lying on his back. I can't see how it relates.
But it does, Your Honor. That is the reason why the wires in the sketch go up instead of down.
Oh! Ugh, no way.
Ladis Donum witnessed the event while he was lying on his back, face up. In other words, the scene that he saw was actually upside down. Oh, balls to that.
So then, this sketch should actually...
I think you finally get it, Your Honor. The correct way to view Ladis Donum's sketch is like this. Oh! There we go. This is how it should actually look. They got swung across. The victim's body wasn't flying above the bridge. It was actually swinging below. That's right! Just like a pendulum!
Oh, ridiculous.
What the hell?
Ridiculous. Order, order, order.
Of all the things to say, a pendulum. The bridge was burning to a crisp. There was no way to get across it. But if the body had been found at the inner temple, it would have caused problems. This is where the criminal decided to take a gamble. He used the burning bridge to get the body across to the other side. And a pendulum was the only way to get it done. Museum. Let's think about this for a minute, shall we? Dusky Bridge is about 20 yards long, which means it's about that far from the inner temple to the opposite cliff. Yes, that sounds right. In order to cover that distance with a pendulum, you need a rope at least 10 yards long. To get a rope that long, you have to plan ahead. The lightning strike that night can only have been an accident, though it doesn't make sense that the criminal would have prepared the rope beforehand. So then, the criminal... They didn't have to get the rope ready. The rope was already right in front of the criminal. What? I'm saying that it was just a matter of using what was already there.
In that case, Mr. Wright, please give us an explanation to support your theory. What makes you think the criminal had the rope on hand to create a pendulum?
Good question. I have no idea what... Oh. That? Maybe that. Let's use that. Present.
What do you think, Mr. Godot?
No, this is wrong. I think that Mr. Trite is lucky there's no rope around here. Huh? even if I had just a sliver of rope. I'd be wrapping it nice and tight around his neck. Oh god! I should have figured I'm not going to win this one with a lucky guess. That wasn't a lucky guess! I was trying to establish that rope was there.
Mr. Wright, your assertion seems to be baseless. There's no evidence that the body was swung like a pendulum after all.
Wait, but that's the only possible way the body could have gotten across. It was already right in front of the criminal. What? I'm saying that it was just a matter of using what was already there. Oh my god, okay, so where is it? It's that rope. So we're just using the same picture again.
And the meaning of this is...
If you want to know where the rope came from, it's hanging right there in the front of your glorious beard.
Oh, also thanks for that. This is one of the wires from the bridge.
When the lightning struck the bridge and set it on fire, when the suspension wires came loose from its anchor, the criminal didn't have any time to waste, so they tied the wire around Elise Dunham's body. Oh, snap! Wow, how much force would you need to do that? Could you perfectly pendulum a body like that? Because there was simply no other way to move the body. Huh. Go. Okay. Water. Down that cup.
Mr. Godot.
Holy crap.
It seems that Mr. Godot is more focused on his coffee than answering my question. It seems that the odds of a rope being readily available were very high. I suppose that it's not an impossibility after all.
Here it is. Possible or impossible? Museum. Possible or impossible? That's not the question we need to ask. There's only one question. Did that really happen? Wright, I wonder if you can prove what happened to us. Do you have any actual evidence that the body was swung over like a pendulum? You mean how she fell 10 feet? Before I present my evidence, let me review what we know so far. According to this photo, one of the wires snapped. Looking at the map, we can see it's the one that was in front of the inner temple.
So then, that was the spot with the criminal.
Yes, precisely. Now let us consider the body's movement by looking at the overhead map again. If the body was pushed from this point here, bonk, it would drop on the opposite bank at approximately this point.
Did you say drop?
Well, they must have failed to catch the body on the other bank. What? What makes you think something like that happened? Because I have evidence that suggests her body dropped some distance. What kind of evidence? Take a look at this autopsy report. It says here that her body fell about 10 feet after her death.
10 feet? Oh.
That's most likely the height difference between the two sides. The body overswung due to forward momentum, but then came loose and fell from 10 feet. About 10 feet. And then, as a result of the landing impact, this crystal sphere was knocked loose. Huh? That's... Yes, this blood-stained amethyst crystal. It's the one that came off of Miss Elise Dunham's staff. By the way, they had to have the staff with her too. And even more important is the place where this crystal sphere was found.
Indeed. I believe it's already marked on this overhead map. The crystal was found. Ah!
Precisely, Your Honor. In the very spot where the pendulum would arrive if given the right amount of speed. Holy balls!
This explains your theory quite well, Mr. Wright. It provided us with a way the body could have been moved that night. An impressive deduction, Mr. Wright. Most impressive.
What? I was wrong about that.
Mr. Wright!
I thought this cold coffee might help cool you down.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Godot?
Wasn't he drinking that cup the whole time? Museum. That was a dark and bitter guess that you made, Trite. But you forgot about one thing.
Oh, and what would that be?
The aroma. What? Huh? A coffee's most reliable accomplice is its deep and profound aroma. The rest of the court doesn't speak Coffinese? Can you elaborate a bit more? If the criminal had sent the body to the other side like you say, then naturally there must have been an accomplice laying in wait to catch it.
An accomplice?
The criminal wasn't able to cross Dusky Bridge. So who collected the body? What do you have to say about that, Trite?
Ah! Mr. Godot is correct. This can't be the work of a single person. Well, Mr. Wright, you know what you must do.
Yes, Your Honor. The body couldn't have made it to Hazakura Temple without an accomplice.
Very well then, if you please, Mr. Wright. Who was the person that received the body on Hazakura Temple's side?
Her. It can only be you, Sister Iris. Huh? Ah! But I don't see why you're so surprised. The only way to transport the body from Dusky Bridge is by snowmobile. But with her bad back, Sister Bikini could never pick up a body like that. You're the only one that could have managed it. Trite, were you even listening to the witness's testimony? On the night of the crime, this little cutie pie was on cleanup duty in the inner temple garden after the mother-daughter bloodbath. But she can't be, because we found her on this side of the island and not on that side of the island. She was never there. I haven't forgotten, but have you, Mr. Godot? This witness was also seen at Hazakura Temple, desecrating the corpse of the victim.
Strange indeed. It's almost as if, on that night, the defendant was in two places at once. Two different places at the same time.
Sister Iris, let me ask you something. Why didn't you mention it when you first gave your testimony? Mention what? The pendulum, of course. Using the sketch drawn by an eyewitness. I've established how the body was moved using the burnout bridge. Which means it's now a fact that this occurred. Something you should have already known. No, I had no idea. I didn't know anything about the pendulum. Is it possible that Dahlia is possessing multiple bodies? Like she's just hopping between different members of the Karain family, doing what she need to get done. Is that possible? Because you can't tell the difference between Dahlia and Iris. But the body couldn't have been passed along to the other side without your help. So you should have known about it. In fact, it'd be impossible for you to be clueless about the whole thing. Unless you're not really Iris to begin with. What? Oh! How can you say that, Mr. Wright? Oh!
What? What kind of nonsense is this? You're saying this witness isn't Iris of Hazakura Temple?
Are you serious, Trite? You mean that this woman is? There's no one besides Iris that could have received the corpse that night. Now I get it. Now I know why I've been sick to my stomach during this trial. Why her whole demeanor changed so suddenly from yesterday. And why she's trying to pin this murder on Maya. The woman that's standing there at the witness stand. Her real name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I never thought I'd have to utter your name again. Let alone see you. It's been a long time, Dahlia Hawthorne.
Hawthorne?
Sister Iris had a twin sister. And you're looking at her, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
That name rings some bells. Distant bells, but bells nonetheless.
Huh. It's just your imagination, Gramps. This file contains all the relevant data about Dahlia Hawthorne.
Oh yes, I remember now. That case. 5 years ago.
My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence. The honor's all mine!
No, the honor's all mine. Oh yeah, damn, I look the same. But according to this, Dahlia Hawthorne is already dead. It says her execution was carried out last month.
Now how do we prove this part? So what? Death has no meaning in this courtroom.
What?
Considering he came back from hell, apparently.
Order, order, order.
Wait a moment. How can you... My sister... She's already dead. What kind of... You of all people should already understand, after all. The blood of the master of the Cardane channeling technique flows within that body.
The Cardane channeling technique? Now where have I heard that?
That's right. You're not Dahlia Hawthorne herself. You're the spirit of Dahlia currently inhabiting the body of a spirit medium. What an exciting story. Exciting, but quite impossible. You're asking us to buy that Dahlia Hawthorne just happened to be channeled by someone on the very night of the murder to a temple where her twin sister, Iris, was. Well, if you're going to put things that way, then yes.
Objection.
We're supposed to believe a coincidence like that just happened. Naturally, it was no coincidence. The whole thing was part of a plan from the very beginning. It's all written right here in these instructions. Huh? What's that? These instructions were written by your mother, Morgan Fay. And part of the plan called for Dahlia Hawthorne to be channeled. That night, there were 2 irises at Hazakura Temple. Two of them. Even the time of the channeling was planned out. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, in other words, 10 p.m. However, Iris was seen before dinner time.
That means the Iris that was at dinner was the real Iris.
And the Iris who gave me this hood in the main hall was also the real Iris. Meaning that the Iris that Sister Bikini saw at the inner temple was someone else dressed as her, namely one Dahlia Hawthorne.
Objection.
Do you even know what you're saying, Trite? This whole channeling the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne business. Yes, it's true that you found plans to talk about it. I lost that voice, I gotta get it back real quick. Museum. However, there's one thing that's perfectly clear. The witness currently standing in the witness stand is the real Iris. What? Yeah, she has to be the real Iris. Calm down and remember what you know about the night of the crime. She has to be the real Iris. The reason why is because Maya's got Dahlia. After meeting Sister Bikini, the Dahlia Hawthorne that had been channeled would have been stranded at the inner temple due to the lightning strike. Yeah! Unless she's possessing them. It was later that the body was moved by Pendulum. That's right. Naturally, that would mean that the Iris that received the body was the real Iris. Are you with me so far? Yes. After being notified of what happened, the police came to Hazakura Temple's main hall. There they found Iris in her room and arrested her. And ever since, she's been under police supervision at the detention center. Yes, I suppose. I can't deny any of that. Ooh, thank goodness. It looks like he's finally convinced. But something still seems off, way off. I'm still not convinced that the Iris here is the same one from the other night. Huh. I suppose you're about to say something really ridiculous? Like the real Iris and the spirit of Dahlia somehow switched places.
Switched places.
There it is!
To be perfectly honest, there are still quite a few things I don't quite understand, but I do know that unless we confirm the witness's identity, we can't continue with this trial.
Iris doesn't have the spiritual power needed to channel Dahlia. Which means they must have switched places somewhere. What?
Well, Mr. Wright, the time she was arrested at Hazuko Temple. Have there been any chances for Iris to switch places with Dahlia Hawthorne?
There was one? Come safe. Your Honor, I think there might have been one chance.
Oh, explain yourself.
Yesterday, for a few minutes, Iris's whereabouts were unknown.
Unknown? What do you mean?
Oh, there! The 5 locks! What I mean is, there was a span of time in which Iris was able to move about freely unsupervised. Right, the earthquake!
Well, who was it? Who would give a murder suspect time to move about freely like that?
I'm sorry, I know you didn't mean to. It wasn't your fault. The person who gave Iris the chance to freely move about was Edgeworth. He's not number 1 anymore after this.
This is Mr. Edgeworth, isn't it?
Your Honor, there was a fairly large earthquake yesterday, was there not?
Ah, earthquake?
What? Earthquake? Oh my goodness, the end of tempo. It's kind of twimmer, mate. Yep.
How could I have? She fled. She escaped.
There it is, right there. That's when they switched. Went to the inner temple right away. And it's true, Iris was already there. However, they had already switched places by that point in time. When I arrived at the training hall, I was met by none other than Dahlia Hawthorne. Oh, there's a switch.
That's quite enough, Mr. Wright. Now see here. No judge in his right mind would consider the idea of spirit channeling and...
Oh, why would she? Why is she revealing herself? Be quiet. Oh, snap, it's Dahlia. It's been a long time, Mr. Judge.
Oh, that voice.
Museum. I guess I'll have to ask again. Upon meeting a beautiful lady, always ask for her name and profession. That's one of my rules. Dahlia Hawthorne, and my current profession, permanently retired. So you're not going to bother hiding your identity anymore, huh? Why should I? After all, I'm dead. There's really nothing you can do to punish me. Oh, Jesus!
What is going on here?
So this is Maya, then. Dahlia Hawthorne. I never thought we'd meet again. And I never thought we'd meet like this. Pretty sure we'd meet in hell. But this time I'll end it. For her and for myself. To be continued? Son of a bitch! Son of a bitch, to be continued! She has to be possessing Maya, then. But why is she possessing Maya? Oh my god! The final battle begins! Next time! Okay, we're just gotta cut it there. Cliffhanger. Final battle. Final battle's next time. Like, oh my god. Yes, we must nail Dahlia. In every sense of the word, why not? Holy crap! Oh my god, 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 oh my god. I know it's a short episode, but oh my god. Oh, it's the final battle, but is it really a final battle? Like, she's there, but there's something more to go here, so I don't know what we're gonna do. But something's coming. But for now, that right there is the game for now. I had fun watching. That's what's all about, isn't it? Having fun, these come by, and see you next time. Oh my god.